Working with an anti-oppression allyship lens. With adults often removing young people from their peer groups and culture and demanding that they assimilate into the adult culture, it is not difficult to say that youth as a population experience oppression. Oppression limits connection and learning opportunities for everyone and has negative effects on health and quality of life outcomes. Many young people encounter difficult experiences in communicating with adults and within adult-dominated systems. This hinders expression of their thoughts, ideas, questions, and concerns, which in turn can inhibit young people from taking action and meaningful risks in life. A very different relationship between adults and young people is possible, one where adults make themselves available to listen and respond to the lived experiences of young people. By engaging in an anti-oppressive process, space is open for youth to explore, develop, and voice their point of view. Adults and adult systems can also benefit by being exposed to the novel perspective that young people can bring to our ever-changing world. Here are some practices, tools, and lenses that we have found useful. An alliance relationship uses the building blocks of resilience by valuing what young people do, think, and feel. Allyship values youth presence and sees any level of connection as a contribution. Here are some things adults can do to practice allyship with youth. Be aware and raise consciousness among other adults about evidence-based approaches to healthy youth development. Adults can declare support for youth resilience by raising the question, what might youth be capable of doing and being in this environment? Create space in your communities for young people to participate and contribute in an environment of caring, connected relationships so they feel safe to take the risk to step up. Be open to reflecting and evaluating the quality of your relationships with youth by asking for regular feedback. Young people can help you design and refine feedback tools too. Trauma is a common experience for a lot of people, and its effects can reveal themselves physically and psychologically at any time. Those with a history of trauma can act in ways that others may see as resistance, denial, getting overly emotional, or shutting down when they feel a situation is slipping out of their control. Research indicates that their brains are triggering a fight, flight, or freeze response. When this response is triggered, it is difficult for people to do anything other than try to keep themselves safe. Trauma-informed practice is not about treating trauma. Instead, it's about treating everyone as if they may have experienced trauma. Start by assuming that people aren't necessarily looking for all the ways you're going to help them, but instead are looking for signs that you might hurt them. Starting with this assumption can help you to be very explicit that you're not going to corner the person, that they always have a choice, that you're not going to attack or judge them, that they are safe, and that you're going to do what you say and promise, that you're trustworthy. Understand that something may be happening beneath the surface. If you notice someone may be having a trauma reaction, it's a good idea to stop whatever you're doing and with permission, see if the person would like to take a break or try a mindfulness exercise. There's a saying, hurt happens in relationships, healing happens in relationships. Armed with a growing understanding of trauma-informed practice, youth-adult partnership can be healing. Outcome mapping is a tool we use because it fosters collaboration and develops consensus about the changes a group wants to see happen, and consensus about what part of that change they think they can influence. The first step is to create a vision and mission for your project to guide your activities. When coming up with a vision, ask, what would the ideal world look like? Basically, you want to describe what things would look like in order for your project to no longer be necessary. As an example, in our project, the youth came up with this vision statement, a Fraser Valley where youth and young adults' voices guide, inspire, and connect service providers, the community, and the next generation of youth. When coming up with a mission, ask, what are you in a position to do to help the world get there? If it's in your mission, you should be doing it. If it's not, you shouldn't. This helps you keep on track. As an example, in our project, the youth came up with this mission statement, creating pathways for youth and young adults to move from isolation to a sense of belonging in their communities. Outcome mapping allows you to evaluate your program without oppressively limiting or managing young people's aspirations or plans. When you plan an activity, come up with progress markers that might indicate that activity has moved along your mission. What would you expect to see, like to see, love to see? If what young people expected to see as a bare minimum doesn't even happen, outcome mapping helps them rethink their approach. It supports critical thinking, and it can be completely youth-led. Outcome mapping can also help you fulfill evaluation obligations for funders. It's a win-win.